Hey guys, so this week's sketch is to come up with a personal logo that represents you. It's a continuation of the sketch from last week, which was to sketch 5 little images or symbols that you feel some sort of a connection to or represent you in some way. So all shapes and all things, you can really break them down into the 3 basic shapes. And in this case, I'm going to use, there's the rectangle or square. I'm using rectangle for this example. There's the triangle, and there is the circle. And if you put 2 triangles together, of course, you have a diamond, which is another cool shape you can use. And I find that visually dividing things into 3s can look really good. So if you see in the diamond here, the diamond can also be seen as a square, but there's the 3 corners of each triangle. We can divide a rectangle into 3 rectangles, and that looks kind of like a flag. And with the circle, we could also divide the circle into 3. This isn't an exact measurement, but essentially something like a Y shape in the circle is dividing it into 3 slices. So if you have your own idea of the shape that you want to use for your logo, like I think of, say, a shield or something similar, to the Harry Potter houses, those logos, feel free to use that instead. But I think it's helpful to just start with one of these basic shapes. So for my example, I chose the circle. So I'm just going to put this away, and I'm going to do a sketch of my logo in a circle here. So I'm going to start with the circle. It's not going to be perfect because I don't have a circle making tool, but I'm just going to do my best circle. So that's good enough. There's my circle. And after playing around with a bunch of different ideas, I settled on the rows sort of around right here in the bottom part of the circle. I'm actually going to start with the waves. So I decided to go with just 2 bands of waves for this logo. I've tried sketching this rose about 20 times, so I'm pretty good at it now. Just going to start with a petal here. And this fern is inspired by the New Zealand silver fern. So I also practiced sketching this fern a bunch of times as well. And I chose the Nootka rose in the center there because it's just one of my favorite flowers, and it also, my mother loves this flower too, and it also is a native plant to this area, so I feel that it represents this area. Okay, now we have this basic sketch. I'm just going to try a little border around the circle here because I think that might look good. Alright, now I'm going to do a little coloring demo. So I'm going to add some watercolor, and if you don't have watercolor, that's totally fine. And you don't actually have to use color for this assignment, but I enjoy using color, so I'm going to. Actually, I'm going to use a highlighter for the rose, just to try that out.